Hi guys, so I decided to make a quick video just to help you with the homework over Regents Week. So here's the video. Now the first page with the starter and the mini lesson, they really are able to be done using our last lesson, which was lesson 3.4. Basically, if you look at the summary where we made all the rules, you'll be able to answer these questions. But now let's look at the stuff that you haven't seen particular examples of, which is the workshop homework section. Now again, I said this was going to be a lot of calculator punching, but basically we'll do a sample one. For example, we're going to do the line for 100 degrees. So this line right here. So the first thing we can see, the first column is the quadrant the terminal side lies in. So for 100 degrees, if we're not sure, remember our coordinate plane goes from 0 degrees to 90, 180, 270, and 360 is all the way back to the beginning. So 100 degrees, this is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can see 100 should be in quadrant 2. 100 is between 90 and 180. So this is quadrant 2. Remember, I will probably use Roman numerals, but you can just use numbers like our Arabic numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So that's the first thing we want to do with each of these angles, determine the quadrant. Because knowing the quadrant will help us find the reference angle. Now, if you remember your reference angle rules from the last lesson, quadrant 2, the rule was 180 minus the given angle will give us the reference angle. So here we want to do 180 minus 100, which is 80 degrees. Then is where the calculator work comes into play. So we want to find the sine of theta, the sine of our reference angle, cosine of the given angle, cosine of the reference angle, tan of the angle, tan of the reference angle. And we want to find this all to 3 decimal places. So we have to find each of these. So basically we're looking for sine 100 here, sine of our reference angle, which is 80 here, cosine of 100, cosine of 80, tan of 100, and tan of 80. So I'm going to pull up my calculator. Now make sure if you have a TI that your calculator is set to degrees. To do that, you can press mode, which is at the top right here, mode, and then the third line, either radian or degree should be highlighted. And you can see with my calculator, radian is highlighted. So I want to switch to degrees. So I will switch to degrees. Now we see degrees is highlighted, and I'll go back to the main page. All right, so the first thing I need is sine of 100. So sine 100, 0.985. So we're rounding to 3 decimal places, 0.985. All right, there's sine. Let me do the next one, which is sine of 80. Sine 80. 0.985. All right, next one is cosine of 100. So cosine 100, negative 0.174. All right, then cosine of 80. Positive 0.174. Then tan of 100. Let's see, tan 100. Negative 5.671. And then tan of 80. So tan 80. 5.671. And there is one complete line. So you're going to do this for all of the angles that you see on here, and then you're going to complete this last section, the homework section. After completing the chart, list any patterns you notice. So there should already be some patterns we notice from that single line. Observe the chart's values. What questions do I have? What hypotheses can I make? Write these answers below and continue on another sheet if necessary. Write in full sentences and write at least a full paragraph. By a full paragraph, I mean about 3 to 5 sentences in general. This is not a strict rule, but approximately 3 to 5 full sentences should be written. If you want to write more, that's fine. We should have at least 3 to 5. And that is how you complete this assignment. So again, basically page 1, which we can get all the answers from lesson 3.4. Page 2 is all calculated work, and then observe. What do we see? What can we hypothesize based on that workshop? All right, I hope you have a good Regents week, and I will see you next week on Tuesday.